hash browns and fruits.
So I also got an omelette. One thing to keep in mind is that WhatsApp calls are actually banned in Oman. I also tried Instagram calls, that didn't work either. So just FaceTime them. Ready to go out. Gonna text my mom and dad. 23-year-old adult.
That's what solo traveling looks like in real life.
So we're going to the mosque and then I'll see what I'll do. The first stop is the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in Oman. It was built in 1995 until 2001. It's a beautiful piece of architecture and around 20,000 worshippers come here to pray. I cannot go in there because it's only open for tourists for certain hours in the morning. I wasn't here in the morning. I couldn't get ready. I was jet lagged from London side and most people just come here. It's a beautiful place. Like pictures, people go in. This big chandelier was one of the biggest ones out there. Now there are other ones as well in different countries. The architecture is a mix of Omani, Persian, Mughal and Andalusian styles. What my tour guide told me, Portuguese people were here at some point, and when they left, Oman basically became an independent country and it's the oldest independent country in the Middle East. And Muscat is a very old city as well. The mosque is basically a mixture of the Islamic but international style. So it's conservative, but it's also open to tourists, unlike a lot of mosques in the Middle East which are not open to tourists. So another thing to keep in mind with this mosque, it's so beautiful, is that the marbles were actually imported from Italy, India, and some of them are local Omani. The main carpet here was hand woven in Iran by 600 women and took over 4 years and was the largest single piece of carpet created in the world at the time. This was completed in 2001, which makes it 1 year older than me. So if you're a woman coming here to travel solo, I'd highly recommend getting a local guide here. That's how you can travel better. I'm gonna be honest, there are a lot of rules that you need to be aware of and you don't accidentally want to break them. Another note a lot of people would ask me about is the dress code. When you come to the mosque, you have to dress very modestly. So what I'm wearing is basically everything's covered, my neck's covered, which I usually always wear in London. But the fact is that it's 26 degrees for men. Obviously, it's way less police. I think there shouldn't be a double standard. As you can see, like the locals here would fully cover themselves, be it a man or a woman. Obviously, for tourists, it's quite liberal. For women, shoulders should be covered and your knees should be covered. But if you're going inside the mosque, except for your hands and your face, every other thing should be covered. And they usually give you clothes there, which you can rent out. I'm done with the mosque. My tour guide actually went inside. We're at the Mutrah Corniche, which used to be Muscat's main port for centuries. This was basically Oman's getaway to India, East Africa and Persia. The harbour behind me connects to Port Sultan Qaboos. Today it's mostly used by cruise ships and the Royal Navy, and you can actually spot some military vessels out there. The tour guide said that there is more now because of the conflict that's going on in the Middle East, and there's a lot of American ships coming down. This place was redesigned in the 20th century to be a public promenade place where you can basically sit and chill, and there's multiple other things. You can take a walk down here. It's super beautiful. The water is so clear though. I literally saw a turtle swimming in the water, and the mountain range that you see behind is the Al Hajar range, and historically this area has handled frankincense, one of the most valuable ancient trade commodities exported from southern Oman. So unlike Dubai or Doha, Mutrah has no skyline to protect its ancient heritage. So there's a law that prevents skyscrapers here. Kind of a funny thing happened. Usually, when I'm traveling solo, I usually ask other tourists to help me click pictures. And so these two guys, I asked them to click pictures. They were so worried. I was like, did I do something wrong? Yes. Do you want a picture? They were actually traveling from Iran. But yeah, I think I spooked them a little bit. I think I'm scaring people here in my black outfit. I don't want to do that. Not even that outgoing. Sure. We're currently at the Mutrah Souk, which is called Market Village, as Khalid here told us. It's one of the oldest marketplaces in Oman, and it's originally known for the trade of the frankincense. How does it? Is it good?
Yes.
Smells really nice, and this is what I was talking about. It's really good. It's frankincense. It was traded here for centuries, so it's literally ancient, and this market is quite well known for it. But this shop is known for perfumes, cosmetics, decorative soaps and incense. It's so funny, my tour guide doesn't even work here and he's like selling it to everyone. I'm like they don't know he's my tour guide because the shopkeeper doesn't speak English. So I got a souvenir for around £2, and they're selling Ronaldo jerseys. Like nowhere, wherever you go, Ronaldo always exists. Historically, it served sailors, traders, so it's very similar to how it worked for the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, but this happens to be even older than that. Quite maze-like, so you'll probably get lost when you're traveling around. You'll find lots of shops, including international shops. You can find cashmere, you can find souvenirs here. Just make sure to bargain a little bit because they'll upsell you, but my tour guide definitely helped me there as well. This is quite milder and quieter, so I expect it to be very loud, but I'm here at 2 p.m, so it's very nice and quiet, and that's something I like. But if you come here after 4 p.m, then it's gonna get more crowded. So if you want to make sure and like travel around, then come at 2 p.m. or before that. So can you show me the perfume which is like local to Oman? No, actually I like this one.
Second one.
No, you know the first one.
No. First one after.
Thank you. Thank you. I was wondering where that was.
Only one, no more.
Yes, just one.
That's the fort.
Behind me is the Mutrah Fort, which was originally built by the Portuguese in the 1500s, and after the Portuguese were expelled by the Omani people in 1650, it was repurposed under the Omani rule, but it was originally built to protect the harbour. It's quite similar to how it works in most places. You can see who's coming from like top of the fort as well. So you can see like it's not very impressive by the looks of it or the architecture because it's not meant to be. It was purely for operational use, and now it's a tourist place. So for visitation, if you do want to come here, it's open for visit from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m. So they charge 3,300. I mean, I'm guessing it's like 10 pounds, less than that. So you can come and visit if you do want to. Behind me is the Al Alam Palace, which is the ceremonial palace of the Sultan of Oman. So they don't actually live here, it's just a ceremonial palace. This is where foreign dignitaries are received. This was built in 1972 as a ceremonial thing. Foreigner, prince, princess, whatever, you received here. Then you go somewhere else, which is like, how rich are they? I like the colors. It's like a mix of gold and blue and everything. Inspired from mosques, but also can be in a Disney movie. This place is completely surrounded by ministries, museums. Oman might be one of the cleanest cities I've been to so far. Experience traveling here, I mean, at no point I was like, I feel threatened or not safe. It's a very safe place for a woman. However, I must warn you, especially if you're a person of color from South Asia. There is a misconception about South Asians because a lot of the working population here is South Asian. They kind of categorize you. I'm talking about the general population here. Yeah, that's just my opinion, and that's what I experienced. Let's go. I read online reviews. So the taxi driver gave me this chocolate because I was hungry. That's so kind of him. Where's the restaurant? It's here. Hi. Table for one. Do you have anything vegetarian?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Very beautiful restaurant. I'm excited. I'm thinking this one. There's a lot of vegetarian options here actually. I'll maybe ask them which one is the best because otherwise I'm gonna get confused. So I got this Omani curry style dish with a flatbread of sauce. There's definitely people staring, like they'll stare, but I don't care about that. Let's give it a taste. We should have gotten rice, I don't know. The curry is really good. It's sweet, but this is like, if you've had dosa. I also forgot to show, but this is the frankincense water, the same frankincense that I showed you at the Mutrah Souk. It's a welcome drink here. Done with my food, and when I asked for the bill, they gave me this. Dates on a date for myself. Good date, I guess. Sorry, what? Oh, okay, just a little bit. Sure, yes. Just a little bit, thanks. It's so bitter. I really can't do coffee. Like, Sam, grow up. Now I'm going back to my hotel. I think I'm done for the day, and then I have a very early morning flight. Lots of cats as well. Now I have to find my taxi driver. Also, the weather's just so nice right now. Back in my hotel room, and no one tried to scam me. Everyone was super helpful and very kind. People do go out of their way to help you. As a woman, I did feel very safe at midnight, so I'll probably be able to give you more intel on how it feels at night. So I made it out of security, and I'm just saying, filming this. because I just made it out of security and I realized I made a blunder. I double booked the hotel, so I accidentally paid for it twice. Then I cried about it. Then I was like, Sam, put your shit together. Again, super safe at night, no worries at all. So I forgot my jacket at the security. I hope I get it. Also, there's not a lot of time left before the boarding closes. Oh god, it's not good for solo traveling and I wasted so much money. Okay, update, jacket retrieved. Security people were super helpful. They helped me get it. Now I have to make the boarding gates. I think it's the last call. So things that can go wrong in solo traveling. I got back in time for the boarding, fortunately. I'm gonna tell you more. There's more to the story actually.